Is your financial future AI proof? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. So, just to begin this evening, I am presenting to you. This is a spectacular piece, and I am just super pumped to have it part of my collection. And it actually arrived today, so I've been very thrilled to show this. And as you see right here, manufactured by the Perth Mint, this brilliant uncirculated coin contains 1 troy ounce of 0.99999 fine silver. These phantom silver coins are unique, and I mean unique, collectibles with a maximum mintage of 25,000 pieces. So nothing crazy, but still awesome. Very, very good looking. This officially licensed product depicts the intelligence, strength, and heroic nature that the Phantom exhibits to destroy evil. So many might assume, oh man, no, that's a very evil looking piece. On the contrary, no, this is a heroic figure right here. This is a masculine force for good, not a masculine force for bad, and kind of like that traditional classic era. And you go to the averse, and yes, the averse features the right facing effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, just so you can see that. I mean, really, really nice. Surrounded by inscriptions, and then you go to the reverse, which showcases the Phantom with his arms crossed and frowning at evil over a background pattern of skulls. The Phantom logo is featured at the top with the O portrayed as a skull, but very, very awesome piece right there. And currently, I am seeing these as low as $39 to $40 with free shipping, and I think that is absolutely, absolutely reasonable. And real quick, folks, before I continue, I would like to give a quick shout out, and this is to Thomas Relic, and this is a comment from the other night. We have been told that the economy is great by this failure of this administration, but the Fed just cut rates. They cooked the job numbers, then revised them lower. It's all a sham. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be wild. And awesome comment right there coming from Thomas Relic. And absolutely, it's like things just continue to get worse, more out of control, more unstable. And yet everybody's just supposed to stand around like, hey, yeah, nothing's happening. Unfortunately, that's what many are doing. But they're doing this, folks, the ruling class, because they already understand that the middle classes are dwindling. The middle classes are going away. They know that the middle classes are crippling. The middle classes are not what they used to be. What was the middle class before? The middle class was patriotic. The middle class was religious. The middle class had a father figure, had a mother figure, had children, had a church, had firearms, had a house, had land. I can go on and on and on, but they had and had and had. And that is no longer the America that we live in. Unfortunately, you look around, I don't even want to say the words, because it is no longer the America that we once dreamed of. Far from it. And just to go back to real time, the layoffs are piling up fast. Just in the last week, over 75,000 jobs have been cut across various industries. It doesn't matter if you're in tech, education, healthcare, or even construction. No sector is immune. Companies like Intel, Boeing, Volkswagen, they're slashing thousands of jobs. And the pace is only picking up. We keep hearing talk about a soft landing, quote unquote soft landing. Let's wake up. This is a plane crash, but soft landing, that's what we're hearing from the Fed. But how soft is it really when massive layoffs are happening at a scale to what we're seeing? Boeing is cutting thousands in real time while dealing with a machinist strike. And companies like Cisco and IBM are shedding employees, left and right, literally left and right. Look at all the articles. I mean, you cannot even make this up. It's very, very disturbing because of how many jobs you see. If major corporations and banks like JP Morgan are bracing for a crisis, we should all be paying attention. We're already in an economic storm, unlike anything we've ever seen since 2008. Arguably even worse. High interest rates, inflation, and job outsourcing are creating an absolute disaster. If you think this is just temporary, consider that many experts believe AI will displace 30% of the global workforce in the next few years. And I mean, the next few years, the next 1,000 days, that's hundreds of millions of jobs gone. Imagine what that'll do to property values, small businesses, the remaining small businesses. Will there be any at that point? And everyday people trying to make ends meet. Remember that phrase? Trying to make ends meet. Can people even make ends meet? What is ends meet? That's why now, more than ever, silver is your best protection. I mean, by far, your best protection. Unlike stocks that can tank overnight or a paycheck that could disappear tomorrow. I mean, you see it happen. Maybe you even experienced it, and I'm sure many have. Silver holds real value. Central banks around the world are loading up on precious metals, and it's not by coincidence. They see what's coming. They're preparing for a fallout. You should be preparing for a fallout. You should be preparing for the inevitable. And right here, I am showing you a barber quarter. A barber quarter is going to be so easy to barter with in the future, trade with in the future. And I mean in the near future. 90% silver, constitutional silver. And right here, I have a barber dime, also going to be very easy to trade with, barter with. Does not cost you much right now, because when the dollar loses value and the markets enter free fall, silver will be one of the few assets that maintain its worth. It's tangible, it's secure, and it's something that you can physically hold on to when everything else collapses. I mean, I'm holding on to one of my assets right here. You're seeing it. In an economy that's interestingly being, fueled by layoffs, automation, stacking silver is a no-brainer to protect your wealth. But folks, thank you so much for joining us for another evening of Silver Dad Knows. God bless you. God bless your household. And as always, God bless America.